Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I thought we could do a spring makeup look with some Chanel makeup because, well, it's springtime and I love Chanel. So I thought we could do something pink, and I'm going to use some newer items, but I'm also going to use some older ones that I have lying around because why not just use the items that we already have? So before we get started, please make sure to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell on the side so you can know whenever I post a new video. So I've already primed and prepped my face. My iced coffee here is on the side. I'm feeling a little bit stuffed up. I don't know if it's allergies. I know it's weird to be excited about allergies, but allergies means that, spring is here and, winter is gone, but it's still pretty cold out, so maybe it is just like a little head cold. But anyway, hopefully my nose is not too red, and we can go ahead and do this look. So yeah, let's go ahead and just dive right in. So to start off my look, I'm going to go into my number 268 Candeur Expérience palette. I feel like I haven't actually used this on my channel in a while now, but I think it's because in the new Spring Summer 9 Shadow palette, they have a transition shade in there that I have been using a lot. So I'm going to go ahead and use this one and use the lightest shade, and I'm going to use this in the crease. Now I have two palettes that I want to use. I have number 202 Tissé Camelia. Now I believe this is still for sale. I think they maybe came out with it again this year, but this is an older version. I bought this several years ago, but if I'm not mistaken, this is still available through the Chanel website and also through Nordstrom's, but I think they possibly relaunched this one. And I also have another one, number 238, Tissé Paris. Now this was part of the spring collection 2015, 2016, I want to say, and mine is very old. The mirror has completely detached from my palette. I've never seen this happen before with Chanel, where like the mirror just like falls out. Like you can see where there was like glue here, and there we go. There's you guys here. There's like glue here that fell, like, I don't know. I still keep the mirror. I guess I could throw it out. It's not very useful. But this one here is very pink, and there's one like kind of dark smoky gray color. So I think I'm going to go ahead and kind of mix and match between these two. Although I do have to say Tissé Camelia is definitely more of purple, like purple colors. But I do like these pinks here in Tissé Paris. So now that I have like a bit of a transition color laid down, I think I'm going to go into Tissé Paris, the pink one, and I'm going to go into the darkest pink shade down here, and I'm going to place this on the mobile lid. So I will go ahead and include a list of all the makeup brushes that I use in today's video. I'm going to put them down in the order in which they show up in the video. So using this brush here and going into the darkest pink shade, wow, I was really shocked. I went to look into the mirror, and I saw this thing. I was like, that's not very reflective. So I have a mirror right in front of me, so I'm going to go ahead and use that instead. Now this pink is definitely pretty soft and subtle. It's not like a very vibrant color. I feel like you kind of have to pack quite a bit on to get some payout. But I think that was kind of the nature of a lot of the older Chanel palettes. Now I'm going to go into Tissé Camelia, and I'm going to go ahead and use this peachy color down here, and I'm going to place this over top of the pink, and I'm just like patting it over it. I'm not brushing or rubbing, really just patting it on top. I really feel like doing that made the pink pop a bit more. It just lightens it and just, brings it out a little bit. So now I'm going to go into this lavender shade up here, the lighter one. And I'm going to use this, and I'm going to put this in the crease. I'm not sure exactly how dark it's going to be, but I'm going to start with that one. And if it's not dark enough, I'll go into the darkest shade in the bottom. And I'm just going to go back in with the big fluffy brush from before, and just make sure this is nice and blended. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and go into the bottom shade down here, this one that's a bit darker, and using the same pointed crease brush, I'm just going to place this in the crease here. If memory serves me right, this one is quite dark. And again, I'm going back into this big fluffy brush and just blending out the whole area again. So now going back in with a different tapered brush, I'm going to go back into the lighter shade, the lavender gray shade up here, with a brush like this. I'm going to go ahead and just place it over top here. I went ahead and used this same shade earlier with a more tapered brush, like more pointed like this, but I don't know, I kind of want to have it more diffused and blend it out. So I'm just placing this here. Remember a few weeks ago when I did a makeup look that I saw on We Love Coco, and they kept layering different shimmer shadows? I'm really inspired by that. So I think I'm going to go ahead and layer the white shade from Tissé Camelia here, and I'm going to place this on top of the pink just to see what's going to happen. Ooh, whoa, that's very white. Okay, hold on. I'm just going to place this here, and then I'm going to wipe off the excess on a tissue here, and then I'm going to help just buff this out. And then I went back into the pink from earlier because that white is very intense and it kind of just washed away a lot of the pink that I had. So I just went ahead and just retapped a bit more of that pink. So I think for the time being, I'm going to go ahead and skip to the face makeup and do the rest of the eyes after. I'm going to go ahead and use the Chanel CC cream. So I did a whole review on this product here. I can't believe it took me this long to review the product. Spoiler alert, it's great. I know that it's technically a CC cream, but I don't know, I feel like for me it offers enough coverage. It just feels like a light to medium coverage foundation, which is like my favorite. Okay, so for the concealer, I'm going to go into my Chanel palette Essentielle number 160 medium beige. I'm going to go ahead and use the concealer. Now I'm going to go into my Chanel Les Beige compact. This is number 50. I'm going to go ahead and just, you know, give a little cheekbone love. Now for the blush, I'm going to go into number 72 Rose Initiale, which I think is probably one of my favorite blushes ever because it's pink, but it's also a little bit warm, and I just feel like it's one of those blushes that just looks good with almost any look, and it's definitely quite pink, and this whole look is going to be quite pink, but it's just like a really pretty color, and I just love it. Now for the concealer, I will go ahead and use the Palette Essentielle again because they do have the concealer, like the cream concealer up top here. So I'm going to go ahead and use that. I'm going to go ahead and use a moisturizer on my lips. I'm going to go ahead and cheat and use something that isn't Chanel. This is the Emile Cordon lip balm. These are the cashmere lip pots. This is in number 1 Elisa. This is a rosé champagne scent. I can't really smell anything right now, but I swear this does have a scent. I just unboxed these and they do have a scent, but unfortunately I'm a little bit stuffed up. Anyway, as you can tell, it's pink and pretty and ready for spring. I'm just thinking of that movie, The Devil Wears Prada, you know, when they're having this like meeting about spring trends and someone suggests like florals for spring, and then Miranda Priestley is like, florals for spring, how groundbreaking, or something like that, and I'm like, pink for spring, so groundbreaking. But anyway, I like pink. I'm going to go ahead and use a purple liner because Tissé Camelia is purple, like it's purple and pink and like peachy and all these colors, but I really want this purple to kind of pull a bit more. So I'm going to go ahead and use Le Crayon's Yeux number 77 Deep Purple, and I'm going to put this on the top waterline. I'm going to a tight line, and I'm also going to do a thin line on the top as well. And I'm going to go ahead and use the same purple liner and trace under the bottom lashes as well. And I'm only going about 3/4 of the way. Now, because I feel like being extra, I'm going to go ahead and use a separate liner for the bottom waterline. I'm going to go ahead and use this one here, the Stylo Ombre et Contour. This is Nude Eclat. It's basically just like a flesh-toned liner, and I'm going to place this in the bottom waterline because that'll just make my eyes look brighter and more awake. And in the inner corner here as well. Okay, so for the mascara, I'm going to go ahead and top it off with the Volume Révolution, and I'm going to go in with lots and lots of mascara. And now for the lips, I'm going to go into my Rouge Allure Velvet, number 72, Infrarose, and I believe this one is very pink, but I'm going to go pretty lightly. It's supposed to be more of a matte texture, but it's mixing in with the lip balm, so it's kind of a bit more hydrating, which is fine. Okay guys, this is my finished look. This is my take on a fresh springtime Chanel makeup look. I hope I inspired you guys today to use some of your products at home, some of your newer items, some of your older items. I think the palettes that I used today, there are some new releases that look a bit similar, not exactly the same, but you know, some a bit pink, a little bit purple. So use whatever you have at home, kind of mix and match, do what I did, and see if you can recreate this look at home. Let me know down in the comments what you think of today's video. If you do decide to recreate this look at home, please feel free to tag me on Instagram. I would love to see your creations. Please feel free to also like and subscribe and hit the notification bell on the side so you can know whenever I post a new video. And I think that's all I have for you guys for today. So thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.